Tony, Slick, Gino, and Tin. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Yeah, man. They're listening and watching. Sarah. 9:39 on the clock on a What's Good Wednesday. The boys are out tonight. My name is Slick Rick.
This is Tony.
And my name is Tin Gamboa. Hello, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Welcome to the show.
It is definitely a happy Wednesday for Tin. Look at her. She is...
Why? Steady.
Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes, bro.
Steady.
Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes.
Why?
Banlag ba?
No? Who's banlag here?
Her eyes.
No one is banlag here.
You know Jamie Foxx's character Wanda?
You know, it's sometimes when you had a little bit too much to drink. I have the same pictures is where you try to open your eyes and you're like that. And you're like, oh.
No one drank today.
No, it's the best when you come home and you have a curfew and your mom is waiting for you. You come home and your eyes are red out.
Oh,
Yeah.
halata. Sobrang halata. And you're trying your best.
You're blitzed out.
Get it together. Like you have an internal monologue with yourself. Alam mo, halata.
Mayos ka.
Pagalita ka ni mommy.
Tapos what you try to do, you put your hands in your pocket.
Oo.
Tapos
You kurot yourself, diba? Yeah.
Tapos
Like,
it'll
to keep
hold you up.
Oh man,
keep you
it's so
there,
obvious with
present.
Because if you've seen me red out, oh my gosh, I'm like Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
It does it like so.
Back in the day, yeah.
No, even now, like they
Well, now, hindi ka naman na umiinom
no,
so.
but it just shows like when my eyes get squinty. Small. Oh man, it's over. It's
and then
over.
red.
Oh man,
Red and
No, my eyes
squinty.
go like this. It's so obvious. That's why people know if I'm either in an alcohol state or in a.
With that
Another
state.
state.
Oh, they always know. It's so obvious with me.
Hi to Celine. Celine is tuned in. She
Hey,
was the one who I was with.
Celine.
Don't forget to check out Asakusa. We have branches in
I
Grove.
love Japanese food. You didn't bring any
Oh, no, we didn't eat in Asakusa.
I
But you
did.
know what? Sige, I'll bring Asakusa.
Next time,
Here,
next time,
yeah,
next
for
time,
us.
next time. I
Find
brought
us
you
Grove, Ayala Feliz, and anong isa, Celine? Oh my God. Anong isa?
You're the owner. Why you ask?
Feliz, tsaka, oh my God, Celine, ano yung isa natin branch?
You're asking me, am I an investor?
Ayala. Oh my God, ano yung isa? Yung sa may damn, yung katabi ng Soler. Or is that Feliz? No, that's not.
Ayala.
By the bay.
No.
No. Trinoma.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Celine, hurry. What's our other
Which
ranch?
one?
Trino?
The one year.
Vertis North.
Vertis North. Galing mo.
Vertis North.
Yes.
Yeah, my
Vertis
cousin
North.
actually lives there now.
Ah.
Well,
Alam mo, it's a really nice community.
It is.
ah.
It is. That's why she decided. Well, she is actually really based in Dubai, but she wanted to get something when she comes home. So yun, she got a unit there like years ago, and whenever she's there, that's where I go visit.
Oh,
Alam mo, maganda yung community.
It's a nice
There's like
center, yeah.
there's a nice
Everything's
walking
there.
running path. Ang ganda.
Everything is there.
So
Sa
nice.
Vertis North. Maganda, actually.
Planned it
So
out
nice.
well.
May Asakusa pa. Home of Tempura. Check us out.
Yeah, if you love tempura, do check them out. All right. We have a great show for you guys this evening. I thought we'd bring on a What's Good Wednesday. There's nothing more than, I've been seeing this guy on my reels, and
Oh yeah, he's everywhere.
and especially I hardly open TikTok. Very rare, right? I'm not really on it. And when I do open it,
He's the first one there.
this guy, I don't know what the algorithm, I don't know why, maybe it's
Because
travel.
you love pera eh.
I'm not the only one in this room. Are we all working for free here? Almost.
Money
Almost.
attracts money.
Almost.
So that's why he is the first one that you see. That's
But
why.
there's one thing that really caught my eye was how he's so well versed in the world of credit cards. And I thought if there's one thing that we are bad at, and I had to learn the hard way, only because my mom was super strict when it came to a credit card. She didn't give me a credit card.
Ako din.
For the longest time.
My
she
parents
said,
did not trust me with a credit card.
If you want a credit card, hindi ka supplementary.
Yeah, same.
Ikaw yung primary.
Same.
And for the longest time, I could never get a credit card because I always worked with family. And it was never enough. So,
How'd you get your first?
here. It was here in the Philippines.
Oh,
My first credit card. And then it was with Next Level Management. It was the first company that I had opened up with Jerry Garcia. It was, and that was, my first credit card was a black
Oh, nice.
all black. It was like, what is this? And
That's special.
but I didn't use it because I knew that my mom was always at the back of my head. Na
You have to pay for it.
if you can't afford it with
Yeah.
cash,
Oh my gosh, that's so my parents' tones.
if you can't afford it with cash,
Yeah.
wag mo nang gamitin
Yeah.
yung credit card mo kasi mababaon ka sa utang.
Alam
And
mo-
you cannot chase
Payments, yeah.
after
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time ko nagka-credit card, I was in my 30s na.
Oh,
Yeah.
how'd you get you signed up? Or they gave it to you?
Paano ba?
Because
I was there na. Parang I was in BPI.
yeah.
And I had a debit card there.
Oh, so then
And
they,
then they said,
offered.
you know what? Oo. Kukuha na ako. Kasi like I couldn't get League Pass.
Yeah.
I couldn't get
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Alam mo yon?
Yeah,
It's
'cause
like,
you
you know
need
what,
credit
game?
card.
Yeah. So finally I got it.
And
Because
you-
my parents did not want to trust me.
No.
As a son. Hindi talaga. Hindi talaga.
Because they know I'm Mr. Swipe. I will swipe
Ikaw
anything.
pa, just a tip ka eh.
And not just the card, I'll swipe whatever. Swipe left, swipe right. Until
In,
now.
out, in, out.
You're Mr. Swiper.
Until now, I'm still swiping. My gosh.
I think I got mine through Globe.
Oh, late na din.
It was late. Now, and what happened was it was connected to.
Oh,
my-
it's supplementary.
No. It was connected to my account. The reason why is because they had a promo with Citibank, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, we'll give you a card," and then that's how I got my first. And then after that, I just eventually I just cut it. I was like, no thanks.
Yeah, it was. I don't know for others here. I know I have friends that have only benefits when it comes to their credit card. Obviously, they're supplementary.
Yeah, that's something else.
That's I guess COO, right? Child of owner. So they have that perk. I wish I had that perk growing
I was
up.
a child of owner.
It would be-
Di
it
talaga
would have
ako
been
binigyan.
nice.
Oh yeah, maybe they knew how your spending
Yeah,
habits. Eh.
yeah. Alam
Even with
nila.
me, with my spending habits, because I'm a guy that they saw how I would get money. I'd always either buy something, whether it was cards, basketball
cards.
hockey cards, baseball cards, or chicks.
Oh,
You
so
would buy chicks?
you'd spend on them.
You spend on
Bunch
chicks.
of chicks ako eh. Like I go out.
Buy chicks is different.
Not buy chicks. But, syempre, gagastos ako.
Yeah.
Talaga.
Tsaka, di ba
luho.
ikaw, you like spending on experiences?
Yeah.
Yun nga, like you'd travel, ganyan.
Well, this was
Before.
bata ka pa nito.
like elementary, high school.
Ay, oh my God, okay.
I was working since I was 12. Eh.
So like you'd
Me and my
give them
brother.
gifts, ganun? Mag-gift
Hindi naman,
at the
hindi
time?
ako mag-gift eh.
Ma-date.
Ma-date. So I'll go take the bus, labas tayo, and it's always experiential. Never, hindi ako mahilig sa
Giving gifts.
giving gifts.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that, because every time you give one,
They'd expect.
You gotta
you
start
gotta top, you gotta,
level up.
Ikaw mismo.
Yeah.
you gotta top up. Oh, nagbigay ka ng bear, nagbigay ka ng jewelry,
bear?
nagbigay ka ng flower. You always have to.
Bigay ka ng bear.
You have to top up.
At least it could have been the boo boo.
You always have to top up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't naman, di ba? Go a couple of levels lower. Ano yun?
No. So you don't give anything, so they don't expect anything. So when you do something, oh wow, okay.
It's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that leads us to our guest.
Okay. He's been waiting for a while now.
He's on Zoom?
Yes, he's on
And his
Zoom.
name is?
Hey, we got Jax Reyes.
Say it slick.
Jack on Zoom!
Hi, Jax!
Hello!
Zoom Jax tonight!
Zoom Jax.
Parang the same pa rin yung mukha ko the way you would see it on my content. So,
Sakto naman!
Oh,
sakto.
tama lang.
There's no catfishing here.
oh, di ba?
Swipe right ba ako kay Zoom Jax?
But, what a cutie!
Thanks
Thank you.
thanks for guesting, Jax.
Of course, sabi ko nga, this is my first FM station guesting.
Oh, look at
at
Tony
that.
popping another cherry as usual.
Alright.
You know, I'm always researching. So when everything that comes into my head whenever I'm scrolling, I always try and figure out how would this fit into Boys Night Out. And a lot of people always, let me tell you, like we use our credit cards, and there's a lot of people who abuse it, right? And don't know how to use it, don't know the
Don't know
best
how to
rates,
maximize.
don't know the best rates, who's the best bank to go with for traveling to get
points.
Points. Yan.
Rewards.
Gas rebates.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, Jax, I will jot down notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's important, is especially with the advent of all the digital banks. So it makes it so much easier for them because that little pop up that comes up, hey, get our credit card. Okay, patay tayo dyan. That's when it starts.
Totoo naman. But yes, I actually love the conversation that you had earlier. Yung parang the moms at the back of your head na saying na parang, oh my gosh, if you can't swipe or you don't have the cash, don't swipe.
I know.
Or the perfect line talaga is yung mababaon ka sa utang. I love that line. That's why I started creating content because I wanted to kind of demystify that line. Na parang,
Okay, sige.
hindi lahat ng tao mababaon naman sa utang. Basta you know how to use it. Di ba? Parang, kasi ang daming natatakot even up until now. The challenge there is because feeling nila, di ba na parang, mababaon sa utang. Or you keep on hearing the stories that, nabaon sa utang tong friend mo, itong tita mo, itong cousin mo. Because, honestly, I think they kind of did not use it the right way. But there's always like the right way and you'll enjoy all of the perks. Kaya nga, isa-isahin natin siya tonight.
Yun. Okay. All right.
May system. Okay, let's go.
Jax, let me ask you though, how many credit cards should one person have? Ano ba?
Okay.
One credit card for
Every bank, or should it be like
every bank?
that they have? I mean, if they have a bank account there, like, okay, I have one there. Diba? They have bank cards. So what should they do?
How many bank
Sige.
cards do I have?
For me, the answer will always be, it depends on the person. Kasi
Okay.
it depends on your lifestyle rin, di ba? If you're the type that you might overspend, di ba, like one should be enough for you. Kasi you have the tendency to overspend, di ba? If you can manage that one credit card that you have, then it's time you can, let's say, get another credit card, di ba? Parang, depende siya talaga sa iyo eh. Parang, if you're the person na hindi mo kayang i-control yung budget mo, you don't know how to budget, then, I think even one is more than enough for you. Pero kung kaya mo na, then, di ba, you learn the ins and outs, then you can add. So, it really depends per person. So, hindi siya parang, one bullet or parang one silver bullet number that's for everyone, I believe. So parang yun yung personal, whenever I get that question, I always tell them, depende talaga siya sa'yo as a person. Parang kaya mo ba o hindi mo kaya?
So at what point do you
Sure.
think one can level up to the second credit card?
Okay. I think ito lang siya. I think 3 things lang yan. The first one, when you use your credit card, you have the budget to pay for it. Di ba? It's when you buy something, you always have to ask yourself, budgeted mo ba siya? Is it budgeted? Before you swipe, di ba? Binudget mo ba yung item na yan? Kasi if hindi mo siya binudget, you don't have the money for it. So don't swipe. The second one is, do you pay on time? Di ba? Yung credit card dues mo, do you pay it on time? If hindi, medyo tagilid tayo. And the last one is, do you pay in full every time? Hindi yung parang, minimum lang babayaran ko.
Okay.
Guys, dito tayo nahuhuli ng bangko. Yung interest where we usually hear stories of, gabi, patong-patong yung interest, parang every month, kumukayod kayo, tapos hindi nyo nababayaran yung utang nyo. That's where it happens because you don't pay it full, di ba? You overspend. And that's where interest will kill you.
Okay, because I think a lot of people also get lost, especially now when they have the 0% interest. Tapos like, 6 months to pay. Tapos they start, okay, say 1 month you buy like a phone. Tapos the next month, you buy like a PlayStation. Tapos all of a sudden it starts to build up where you don't realize, teka, my monthly is getting higher.
Correct. Kaya nga, di ba, I personally, I super love 0% installment.
Same!
Di ba? Kasi, but di ba, you have to think, Ren. You have to ask. Kasi sometimes what happens is, di ba, if it's 0% installment mo, they give you the SRP price.
Yeah.
That's how the stores work SRP price. But pag tinanong mo naman, what if i-cash price ko siya or if i-straight payment ko? Di ba, they will give you a cash price. So, di ba medyo iba? Usually, this happens sa mga appliances.
Yeah.
Yan, pag bibili kayo ng TV, ng ref, di ba? May cash price, may SRP price siya. So, that's a time where you have to think, worth it pa bang bayaran yung installment mo 0% nga, pero iba naman yung base price ng item that you're buying. That's the first one, di ba? And the second, that's why we go back to the question, budgeted mo ba yung item na yan? If you don't have the budget or you did not budget it, di ba, purposefully, then you should not buy that item muna. Kasi nga, like what you said, Vic, di ba, it will add up yung installment mo. Feeling ng tao, 500 lang to kada buwan. Pero bumili ka na naman ng iPhone, naging 2,000 kada buwan naman yan. Bumili ka na naman ng TV, 1,000 a month. That adds up every month. If you're not earning that much, there's no way you will be able to pay that, di ba? Kahit na mukhang maliit siya per installment, but the installment adds up kasi.
What I always tell myself when I buy something on installment is, hindi ko na to mararamdaman. Kasi diba, like, kunyari, iPhone,
yes.
let's say it's like, okay, 90K. Diba? So, kung iisang bagsak kayo 90K, ramdam ko siya. Pero kung ito 24 months ko siya, kung 24 months, like,
wala.
Sorry my math is horrible. Also, I'm on some wine. Sabihin natin mga 4K a month.
Okay.
Parang, diba, hindi mo na siya mafe-feel. So, is that a valid way of thinking about it?
I think it goes back to you asking na parang, do you have the money for it? I always want na, yes, valid siya na, it's the way the banks trick us, di ba? Or even the credit card companies trick us na parang, every month 4,000 na lang tong iPhone mo. Di ba? If mo pa siya by 30, mukhang isang Starbucks mo lang siya. Mas mura mo siya sa... Di ba? I think we're cheating ourselves to make us feel better. But before you do that, di ba? Bago mo siya iswipe pa rin, you still ask, did you budget for that item? Do you have the money to pay for it?
Yeah.
Kasi if you don't, kung kaya naman, di ba? Kung kaya naman, then you avoid it for now. Yun siya.
But I think that's also what yung sinasabi ni Tony, what our parents taught us na if you don't have enough money in your bank account to pay for that right now, then you cannot pay. You should not get it.
Correct. I agree. Kaya, I like the parang what my mom instilled in me when I was a kid. Parang sabi niya, pagluho, it should be times 10 of the item. The price of the item should be times 10 sa loob ng bank account mo before you buy it.
Hindi ko to alam.
Ang ganda, diba?
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Pagluho, let's just say it's like, I don't know, let's say it's a basketball cards. Kanina kasi may sample na basketball cards. Kung let's say 150 ang isang pack ng basketball cards. It's not something that you need, diba? It's a want. Luho mo lang siya. Then do I have times 10 of that in my bank? Do I have 1,500 pesos? If yes, then I can get that one. And then at the end of the day, you still have enough for everything that you need.
Grabe,
Parang
times 10, ha?
Times
10. Medyo mahirap, di ba? Times 10.
See, Tones thinks in millions. So this is a million.
Grabe.
But I have 20 million. So more than times 10. Okay, pwede.
Pwede.
Okay na, yeah.
Hindi, Jax. Wala. I try to, I'm very, very frugal when
Actually,
it comes.
Tony is quite frugal.
I don't go to the barber. I've never gone to maybe the last time I went to a barber was maybe like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I know how to like just I'm frugal with certain things, but the other things maluho.
What are your luhos that you allow yourself?
Travel, obviously.
Travel, but
You're
now
with family.
But I'm very disciplined in the art of spending that I don't need to. Mano, every time I spend,
not. How to be like that?
Ang iniisip ko when I spend, wala ko pang invest. Instead of, ay nako, I'm buying this. Shit, I won't have money to invest something in the future if something arises. If opportunity comes, how am I we're gonna pull out the fund. So that's so every time I'll go shop or I'll go around, but hindi, sasoli ko. I've learned the art of just putting it back or leaving it.
Let it go.
And that way I get to go around, I get to look at the things I like, but then at the end of the day, hindi ako nag-check out. Check-in lang.
Okay.
Nag-check-in lang ako.
Taxi room.
Oo.
At least on a budget pa rin.
Walang pasok, but walang labas.
Yeah.
Labas-pasok eh.
Hindi.
Jax, pasok.
No, but Jax, we do have a question here. Let's stay on the cards. Is someone here off playback is asking any strategies for maximizing points, miles, perks, and what card could you recommend for an entry level person trying to,
Okay. Sige. I'll go with the entry level muna. I think we should start from the very beginning,
Yes.
diba? For me, diba, if you're going to start with your credit card journey, I always recommend people to, start with where you do your banking. Kasi you already have the relationship. I think in the Philippines, it's a very relationship-driven country, diba? So, katulad sabi ni Suzy Kinia, diba, ni Ten, diba, na parang, if it is this bank where she used to work, dun siya nag-apply. Diba? If I have a bank account in whatever bank it is, I can start there. Kasi they already know my spending habit, my payroll goes in. Diba? They know that I have money to pay. So high likelihood to be able to be approved for that credit card.
Okay.
But on the flip side, if let's say wala ka pa naman mga payroll, let's say you don't have those bank account, I always look for the best card that gives a welcome gift. Tapos the welcome gift kasi nowadays ang ganda eh. Like may mga pa-Gcash na sila.
Uy.
Tapos they always have a no annual fee for life credit card as well. Basta you meet minimum spend requirements in a certain days. Diba? Na when you get approved. For me, those are the best cards out there. Kasi if you're going to compare to, for sure, when we applied years back, we never had these kind of promos. Ang promos na binibigay sa atin, payong,
Oh.
Yes,
Calendar.
true. Mug.
diba, calendar, mug, diba yun yung mga nasa mall, tapos parang kinakaladkad lang tayo sa mall, nagmamakaawa sila to be able to approve. Pero now they have a lot because it's online, diba? So for me, the first one is really your bank, kung saan ka nagbabank.
Okay.
The second is look for the promos that has no annual fee and that they give you free gifts like GCash, gift checks. Kasi walang talo, diba? And you get money when you apply. So that's the first. Kasi I'm not naming banks here. Or should I name banks ba? Or wag tayo mag-name?
Yeah, go.
Pwede go.
I think you can.
Okay, sige.
I think it's going to be important because
it's so hard to it's hard to give information, especially if you don't
Okay.
name it, because that's what they're there for. I think we're here to inform.
We will. Okay.
Let's not gatekeep our viewers. We want to help them.
Yes, of course. Sige. Okay, now I have the
The freedom.
banks. Sige,
Yes.
pwede tayo.
Jack, sagot ni Tin yung
Oh,
yung bayad.
naman ako. Pinakamayaman dito si Tones. Okay, go ahead. Let's name drop the banks.
Okay, right now, to be honest, like based on experience, I think the biggest bank out there, BDO, is one. If you already have accounts there, it's relatively very easy for you to get a credit card with them. Diba? Kasi sa dami nila, usually sila yung nagmumudmod ng credit cards.
What's
So I
the
think that's
entry level monthly that you can get?
Okay, monthly mo, annual should be around 250,000. So that's roughly 18,000. So minimum wage naman.
Okay.
Diba? So at least minimum wage. Basta you have minimum wage, you have to be at least 18,000 pesos per month. Yan, gross. Then you have to make sure that you have your COE kasi hinihingi yung certificate of employee mo, diba? And if ever get your income tax, diba? Yung ITR nyo ready as well kasi usually hinihingi yan.
Okay.
Now, better chances to get approved if you have a postpaid number. Yun yung mga pag postpaid ka daw.
Shit,
diba?
kaya pala ako kaya pala.
Hello, Tones.
Higher chances. Higher chances.
See, Tones is infinity.
If I had known, Jax, I would have gotten
So,
Hindi na ako
prepaid ka, ilalaban mo yung prepaid ka.
prepaid pa.
Well, infinity boy.
prepaid.
Pero kasi diba, the thing there is if you have a postpaid number, what's good about it is, di ba may pattern yan eh. So they, nagbabayad to na on time. Kaya
May proof tayo na nakakabayad to. Oo.
Correct. And what's important also is dapat meron kang Meralco bill, your water bill or utility bill nakalagay sa address mo, same sa ID. That's better. It's easier kasi 'di ba? It's like the banks will always want to make sure that this person pays.
Yeah.
Now, if yung documents mo medyo magulo, 'di ba? Will they trust you?
Yes.
'Di ba? Your credit card is always a line of trust. So, if
Okay.
ever, di ba, iba-iba yung address mo, palipat-lipat ka, di ba, this is like a
It's a red flag.
Di ba, na
Yeah.
baka hindi to magbayad. So, that's the challenge. So, yun yung parang,
Meron ako, okay, sorry before we move on to the next, I just remembered, I had this acquaintance before. So, bumili siya ng stuff, tapos sinare siya sa credit card. Tapos, alam niya kasing lilipat siya ng bahay. So, wala siyang balak bayaran yun. Kasi yung bill, pupunta doon sa old house niya. Matagal na to as in college pa kami nito. So alam niya lilipat siya. So I lost touch with this person. Do you think nahabol ba siya ng bank?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
The bank, for sure, meron yung record. Because iba the banks do have their own parang, even if I did not work in a bank, from insiders, they always say, the banks will always have their own blacklist.
Aha.
Diba? They will have your name there, kahit anong number mo back then. And then this all gets reported to our credit bureau. I think kung nasa US tayo, we all have our, diba, we also have our credit score. Hindi lang siya uso for now. Diba? So, for sure, may ding yan dun sa friend mo na yan. Diba? Nandyan yan somewhere out there.
Yeah, but
syempre,
Jax, just sorry to cut you off, but there's no credit score for us here in the Philippines ba?
we do. We actually do.
Hindi lang natin.
It's not uso.
Kasi
You can get, hindi lang uso.
because there's usually in this day and age to get a date in the States or at least dating, I've encountered girls where what's your credit rating when if
And you can search it, diba? Like you can readily, easily search it.
and so if your credit rating is low, baon, you are Mr. Ang daming okay, you have a supercar, you have a house, baon ka sa utang. Kaya a lot of people in the States have nice things, but hindi sila nakakabayad.
They can't
Or at
pay,
least
yeah.
sobrang baon sa utang.
We have it here. We actually have two of the biggest parang credit bureaus, which is TransUnion and CIBI. So even if you, let's say, you have your credit cards na, you have your postpaid line for those who have. If you do a quick search, let's say sa TransUnion website or the CIBI website, you can request for it. Nasa 200 pesos. If manual lang siya. It's not as easy as the States where you can have
Online, yeah.
diba? It's online, diba? Here, medyo mas may konting manual process, but you can request for it. We do have it. It's not as updated, but I know that they're working slowly to update all of the credit. So we do have it here in the Philippines. So baka, let's give it 5 years.
Okay.
I think baka slowly we also will be, what's your credit score? Baka ganun na rin yung dating scene natin.
May 5 years pa kayo para
Diba,
ayusin yung mga credit score
Oh,
niyo.
fix yourself. But we got another question here off playback. Asking, I'm a Filipino of W, currently based in Singapore, and I'm looking to apply for a credit card in the Philippines. Now, could you recommend the best credit card options that would suit my needs as an OFW?
Okay. So for OFWs, usually what you still need, you can get approved naman for a credit card in the Philippines. You need an ID, a Philippine-based ID, and then syempre your documents. Yung documents mo dapat, let's say your address, it has to be linked to a Philippine address. Hindi siya pwede kasi okay.
Yeah.
Di ba OFW kahit they will not send a credit card to that country.
Wala ka na.
Imposible.
Send it to Singapore.
Yes. So you have to do everything here while you're here.
Tama.
Now, another tip that I usually recommend is sabi ko, if you have a bank account in the Philippines, magpa-endorse kayo sa branch manager. Di ba it's free to be nice to the brand,
Yes.
to the tellers,
True.
di ba? Pag nakilala mo na sila, then pwede mo sabihin, baka naman patulong. Baka naman pwede mo ako i-endorse. Kasi syempre, iba yung power ng endorsement ng mga
Facts.
managers. Di ba?
Ano ba naman yung magpa-triple cheese ensaymada ng Lola Nenas kapaminsan-minsan,
Correct.
di ba?
I agree. Di ba? Yes.
My dad does that.
Now, going back to the OFW question, the credit card that I can recommend will always be those credit card with the low foreign transaction fee. Now, medyo, I'll go to the nitty-gritty of
Yes.
the
Go.
transaction fees. Ito kasi, di ba, when you use a credit card, and if it gets charged in a foreign currency, syempre dapat may kita yung bank, may kita rin si Visa or MasterCard or whoever is the payment gateway or the scheme, diba? So, it ranges in the Philippines from 1 to 3.5%.
Okay.
Diba? Think of it, I want to think of it in these numbers, diba? Kung every 100 peso converted to Philippine peso yung spend mo abroad, if it's at 3%, you pay 103 pesos instead of a 1% na 101 peso. Diba? So it matters.
It
diba? A lot
matters.
of people might always think na 1%, 2%, 3%. Pero sa dami mong binili whenever you travel abroad, these percentage matter kasi it can add up into thousands or even 10,000s of pesos if you just use the wrong card, diba? So the lowest in the Philippines, syempre, I'll go with the more pang everyone na credit card. You have your Metrobank Travel, the Visa Signature. You have your East West na Visa Infinite. You also have your East West KrisFlyer Platinum and the World.
Yeah.
So you also have your China Bank Destinations World.
Wow, okay.
And then by August, that's what's nice. By August, a lot of, let's say, the premium credit cards of BDO, like the Platinum, the more black cards nila, binabaan rin nila yung rates. Dati nasa 2.5%, ngayon nasa 1.775 na lang siya.
This was.
Then BPI is also not bad at 1.85. All BPI credit cards is at 1.85. Mapa basic yan or mapa, let's say, premium credit cards, it's at 1.85%.
Okay. So not
medyo
bad na
makatao
yun.
yung rate.
Okay,
Not
makatao.
bad. Oo, makatao na. Kasi for me, the 3.5 is quite high. Diba?
Yes.
That's medyo malaki yung ano natin. But now, this is not a credit card. If you do like to travel and ikaw yung tipong, no, diba, like what Tony said, I want the every peso counts.
Yes.
You can explore your GCash Visa card.
Yun.
0%.
Uh-huh.
GCash Visa card, 0% yan. You can also explore the C-Bank debit card. The C-Bank is like a digital bank. They have their own debit card. 0% rin yan. So every time you go abroad,
Nice.
diba, you spend in foreign currency, 0% yan. It gives you the Visa or MasterCard rate. And if you Google it, sobrang lapit ng rate mo. So parang panalong-panalo ka doon.
And okay, because like you said, like when a lot of people they travel abroad, they always have that option. Do you want to pay in the local currency or do you want to pay in your Philippine? So which one do they pick?
Always the local currency.
Nice question,
so if you're in
Slick.
Japan,
Okay.
Japan yen. If you're in the US, dapat US dollar. So
Can you explain
always
why?
local.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conversion.
So, for this, kasi, ito medyo scientific na tayo for tonight, diba? Medyo ano tayo. So, sige. Why siya? Okay. They have what they call kasi their dynamic currency conversion fees, diba? Which, diba, if you recall, on your last shopping, meron kang POS system doon or the terminal doon sa shop. And then if you notice, nakikita mo doon, the forex rate that they give you is 5%, 6%, 7%. So ang taas ng patong nila. Diba? But if you choose the local currency, what happens kasi is, for example, you have a low forex card nga, who will convert it to Philippine peso will be the issuer of your credit card in the Philippines. So, ang basis niya will be the, let's say, 1.70%, 1.5%, 1.80% that the bank charges on that credit card. So, pag doon po palang titingnan, ang layo na kaagad, di ba? The 1.8
Laki.
is so far from the 5%.
Yeah.
So that's why medyo luging-lugi ka talaga when you charge it in the Philippine peso. And eto lang, meron pa isa. What's a movement with a lot of the banks in the Philippines and the credit card issuers or the debit card issuers, they also have what they call the cross-border fee. So ito yung cross-border fee, maybe lang, you have a credit card there that pag nag-swipe ka in Philippine peso, let's say your Netflix, Spotify, Apple, diba? If you see these charges, dapat nasa 599, 499 lang siya. But when you see it in your statement, ba't parang nadagdagan ng 50 pesos, 5 pesos? Diba? Because a lot of banks now are moving towards what they call charging the cross-border fee. As long as you charge in Philippine peso and the merchant is not in the Philippines, they have a 1% fee on top of that. So, di ba? Kaya double whammy ka. If you choose Philippine peso, then you have a credit card that charges the cross-border fee. You have that 5%, let's say, on the dynamic conversion fee nila. May 1% on top ka pa doon sa cross-border fee. Effectively, you're paying 6% in addition to the price that you can get for a lower price doon sa mga banks mo.
Jack, someone's asking, do you recommend to upgrade BDO Shop More MasterCard to BDO Platinum MasterCard?
Okay. For me, if you can, why not? kasi BDO Platinum will have more. Ito yun eh. The more premium cards will give you more premium dining options and discounts.
True.
So if you love, di ba? If you love eating out, let's say yung mga 50%
Love
discount
those.
sa mga buffets, di ba? If you have a credit card, di ba? The more premium credit cards gives better options, better discounts versus a more basic credit card. So basta ready ka, kaya mo i-manage yan, definitely go. Try to get it upgraded kung ino-offer naman sa inyo. And mas mataas rin yung credit limit. With an upgraded card, they usually also give you a higher credit limit.
If anyone wants to ask Jax anything, 8631-0899, you can call us up, or you can also ask via playback.tv/magic899.
Okay, so back to the paying in local and foreign currencies. Someone's asking, if they're coming here to the Philippines, do they pay? They should pay in peso, not their US dollar.
Depends on what card they have. So if it's a Filipino credit card, syempre peso siya.
Yeah.
But if it's a foreign credit card, it should still be Philippine peso as well.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so there's a lot of cards now. A lot of banks they have tie-ups
Yes.
with either say an airline or say a gas station. So which one do you recommend to get for say someone that's doing their whole credit card journey?
Okay. For travelers who likes to fly for free, I'm sure I've heard kasi parang everyone's a traveler here.
Yes.
Diba? I love earning miles. Kasi it's the best way to, diba, it's the best way to fly for free. At the end of the day, we're all spending money rin naman, diba? Kailangan natin gumastos for our needs. Then why not, let's maximize those.
Tama.
One of my favorite credit cards out there, if you like Singapore Airlines, diba? Let's give it to Singapore Airlines, always the best airlines in the world, diba? I recommend still the East West KrisFlyer World credit card. This is harder to get, but as long as you have the relationship, kaya mo mapakita that, you do have a premium credit cards from other banks, the East West KrisFlyer World is one of the best. It has low foreign transaction fee, and it's as low as 12 peso for 1 air mile.
Wow.
That's good, diba?
Yeah.
Ganda. That's 12 peso, parang wow. Every time basta when you go abroad, it's like my go-to. Kasi parang, iniisip ko, if I pay the hotel, pag kumain ako sa labas, 12 peso nito, 1 air mile to. And what I love about Singapore Airlines is they always go on sale roughly on the 15th of the month. They have spontaneous escapes.
Wala ka bang plus
every-
one, Jax? May plus one ka ba pag
Wala eh.
Wala.
Wala eh.
Sorry,
Ba't ka
Tones.
nangiintriga, Tones?
Hindi. Tinatanong ko lang.
It is, he wants to jump
Oo
on
nga
board.
eh. Magandang tanong naman, di ba?
Maraming points siya eh.
Sayang din.
I-hijack ko yung points niya eh.
Wow!
Sadly, walang plus one if you book those that's what they call award ticket, diba? Parang sadly wala. So talaga isa lang siya. Yeah, but you can book for another person. So if ever you have those miles,
Points ulit
pwede mo
yun.
i-book.
Tama.
Diba?
Okay, so
Aside from that, meron pa bang
Yeah.
iba? Something
Yes,
maybe a
okay.
little more, attainable.
Yes.
Attainable, sige. Let's do attainable. I also like, so that's parang the one of your top tier. Now, a lot of the cards herein, ito medyo 50-50 tayo dito. You have the Metrobank Travel Visa Signature. It's a newly launched product ni Metrobank. This is the blue one that they launched around early this year. What's nice here is low forex also. Dito naman, 30 peso for 1 air mile.
Okay.
Ang kagandahan dito sa Metrobank Travel Card kasi, no matter what spend it is, local or international, basta you spend 30 peso, that's 1 air mile. That's quite low. Kasi back then, if you recall Citi, the Citi was like one of the best out there back then. Pero wala na yung Citi.
Yeah.
So medyo
Yeah, that
nag-value
Premier
lahat. Diba,
Miles
Citi-
card. My God.
Yes.
that was the
But
best.
sadly, nawala na si Citi. So, one of the better ones that you can get is still the Metrobank Travel Visa Signature. This is medyo mid. I don't want to say it's entry level. A lot of your miles card will be mid to high. Hindi talaga, if you really want to maximize it, this is one of the best way talaga. Kasi the challenge with the lower or the more entry-level credit cards, syempre, di ba, it's more basic, the features are more basic. Ang kagandahan dyan is really for you to learn how to use the card. Then when you're ready, let's get a card that fits your lifestyle. If you like to travel, let's get a travel card. If you like cashbacks naman, yung mga family-oriented ka, then we get a cashback credit card. So that's one also. The Metrobank Travel.
Uh-huh.
Another one, very similar to Metrobank, is the China Bank World Destinations. It's still a premium credit card then, but at least this one, 30 pesos rin siya, whatever spent. So, di ba, think of it this way. Ito yung best use case ko for the Metrobank Travel Card ko. When I pay for my insurance annually, kina-credit card ko siya. So I have the airmans.
Oh yeah, that
Right?
adds up. Yeah, that adds up.
That adds up eh. And wala siyang parang, oh, you cannot spend it with this item. Hindi siya ganun eh. The limitations niya, wala siyang limit na, oh, hindi pwede to, hindi pwede yan. So even your Meralco bill, di ba? Think of it, every month, you pay your Meralco bill, 30 peso, 1 airman.
Not bad.
At least,
Yeah.
sure.
I love it.
Yeah, here's one. Someone is probably asking a question that everyone wants to ask is advice on how to clear my credit card debt.
Hey, ganda nito, okay.
It is because sometimes they think, okay,
Yes.
say if I have 2 credit cards, tapos, oh, I'll get like a personal loan on this card, tapos I'll pay off this one, and then, okay, I'll just pay off this personal loan on this card. So what can they do?
I think the first step when it comes to, let's say, you want to clear out your loan, at least, di ba, now that you've already accepted that stage, I think that's the first thing that you need to do, acceptance.
Acceptance, yes.
Lava problem. Parang, yes, I need to solve this problem.
It's my fault.
The second one, di ba, tama eh. And the second one is now call your bank.
Uh-huh.
Usually the bank can help you eh. I think the challenge usually is, syempre, as Filipinos, as Asians, mahiyain tayo to ask. Diba? But why not just call your bank? Tell them the challenge. Tell them na, gusto ko naman bayaran to eh. Is there anything that you can help and do to offer para mababaan tong interest na to? Is there any restructuring program? That's why I always recommend do the bank route first. Kasi parang here, the bank will always want you to pay. But I'm sure there's always a way for them to help you. Hahanapan lang nila ng paraan. Sometimes it takes twice or thrice to go and get to the right person. Kasi diba, syempre, they want you to pay muna. It's like waiving your annual fee. At first, you don't succeed, lipat tayo to another agent. Baka yung agent na yun, mas mabait,
Or you give them the ultimatum na, I'll just cut my card kasi
Yes.
the other bank is not charging me eh. So,
Correct.
Lifetime kasi.
ika-cut ko na to. Sir,
Oo.
teka, hold on ha.
Let's see what we can do. Tama, yes. We
tapos,
do din.
2 minutes lang.
After a few seconds, sir, I talked to my
Supervisor.
Manager, supervisor.
manager. We can waive off your month,
Yes.
your yearly membership.
Perfect. Di ba kasi sayang?
And then yun, every year it's just you have to
diba?
remind them. You have to remind them eh. Na, hindi ako
Correct,
nagbayad
yes.
last year ha. Sabi mo, you waive mo. Ika-cut
Yes.
ko na to.
And perfect yan. Like, don't pay for it. Sorry, I digress a bit, but sayang eh. It's like, let's say 5,000 pesos yan. Let's say you have 3 credit cards. That's 15,000 peso a year. Savings mo kaagad yan to buy whatever you want or to do whatever you want, diba? Now, going back, the second, if that doesn't work or that route might still not be parang the most efficient, diba? Mataas pa rin yung interest that they offer you. Another route that you can do, we have in the Philippines what they call the IDRP. This is more of a restructuring program from the Credit Card Association of the Philippines. Basta there are bank partners natin siya, you can actually consolidate your debt. And then across all those credit cards, then they help you parang manage and give you a monthly payment plan kung magkano yung kaya mo. But the challenge here in IDRP lang is you will not have the credit card na. They will cut all your credit cards.
And then someone's asking also, related to this, does your credit score mo ba maa-affect if you do something like this?
Okay. So, definitely yes, in a sense, di ba? If you're already missing out your payments, di ba? Hindi mo na siya nababayaran, you're already taking out multiple loans, your credit score does go down. Think of it as every time you take out a loan, even if you have multiple loans at the same time, it will affect your credit score. If you apply too many credit cards all at the same time, it also affects your credit score. Kahit na let's say kaya mong bayaran lahat yan, but the problem is you apply and apply eh. Parang why does this person need to apply so many credit cards? Meaning ba hindi niya ma-manage pera niya kaya kailangan ko ng credit line? Diba? If you don't pay on time, syempre affected ka agad yan. Bakit hindi siya makabayad? Hindi siya nagbabayad on time as well. So double whammy ka pa. Diba? Those things. If you max out your credit card, that also affects your credit score because of the fact na, bakit kulang ang binibigay natin? Diba? The golden number there is usually at 30 to 50%. That's what they say.
What if you max it out pero nababayaran mo naman on time?
They say it still dips a little. Every time you still max it out. Kasi
So don't
you
max it
Don't max it out.
Correct. But on the flip side, based on experience, kaya sinasabi ko, we have to also do it by experience. That's why I like to try it out. Nung max out ko yung credit card ko, that's the time naman the bank gives me double the
Yes!
credit limit.
True! Inaakit
Diba?
nila. Oo.
Inaakit nila. Kaya nga parang, and the pinakamabait magbigay ng credit limit based on experience is RCBC.
Talaga?
Yes, kasi
Ilang million
Dati.
ka na? 10 million? 20 million?
ang ganun hindi naman, not yet there. But
Ay, okay.
Hindi ko pa naman kasi kailangan that much. But kasi
Si Tin, mag-over yan. Si Tin.
Gago.
Grabe.
O diba, Tin? Now you know. Basta every time I reach almost, let's say, 80%, 90%, tas binayaran ko in full, the next month, or let's say a couple of months,
Facts.
doble.
Yes, true. Doble.
Yeah.
And
Doble.
grabe siya mag-doble.
Yeah. Doble talaga.
Diba? Kasi sabi ko, I don't need much. Diba? Ang bongga. So, based on experience, si RCBC very mapagbigay. That's why I like that bank. So, kung mapagbigay ito, ito yung mapagbigay na bank.
Jax, can I ask, how did you get to be this knowledgeable here? Kasi grabe talaga, lahat ng iba to namin sa'yo, may sagot ka.
Mahilig siya
Incredible.
kumaskas na.
Never ka, ay hindi ko alam, Siret. Alam mo yon, talagang may sagot ka sa lahat. It's amazing.
Oo. Contrary to everyone, I like sharing this story. I was a supplementary card first when I was young. So, my dad actually took a risk on us. Three.
Nice.
Tatlong bata. Different from the story ni Tony kanina na no, bawal ka maging supplementary. Kailangan primary ka.
Oh, yeah.
My dad took the risk on us, 3. Parang sabi ko, okay, let's try it. Sige, tingnan natin kung paano man siya gamitin. And lagi naman niya sinasabi, pang emergency mo siya. But that's where I think I was open. Yung mind ko talaga nagbukas na, if I swipe this thing every month, my dad will sit us down and titingnan namin kung magkano yung ginastos namin. Matching it with the statement. Dati kasi di ba printed pa ang statement. Baka hindi na naabutan ng mga tao yun. The younger ones.
Talaga?
Kapal mo
Dati
dami
kasi, diba?
Suntukin kita dyan Tuloy mo, Jax.
Diba dati it's like printed
Yes.
that gets delivered to your home and then you always have the slip, diba? Yung parang thermal paper. So we would always check it month on month kung
ko
tama,
alam yun.
nagmamatch pa. Diba? That's one thing. And then, doon rin nagbubukas yung mind ko with all the rewards. Kasi I see, my dad was able to get an electric fan, an oven toaster, a coffee machine. So sabi ko, oh my gosh, parang nakakatuwa naman to. When I was younger, wala pa yung mga air miles kasi okay, hindi naman ako makalipad mag-isa. But slowly, and sabi ko, oh my God, beneficial pala siya. And what takes me upon growing up is like, where can I get things for free? Parang mas natutuwa ako pag free siya or discounted. So, if I don't need to eat full price or pay full price, then why not, di ba? Use a credit card, I get 50% off. The same thing, happy pa rin ako, busog ako, and I paid less pa compared to other
Nakatipid ka
people.
pa.
Kaya parang sabi ko, why? It's not bad. You just have to know how to use it.
So you just learned all of this through experience?
A lot of it experience. That's why whenever I talk about a topic, even when I create content, kailangan may experience ako. When I say a bank's name here, I do have an experience with that specific bank. So almost all yan, trinay ko talaga. So nag-apply ako. And I started from the bottom. Like, when a lot of people would think kasi na parang, Filipino tayo, we love premium kaagad. I want the black card right away. Parang, di ba, even ako naman nung bata ko, I dreamt of the black cards. Like, oh my gosh, yung BPI may black card na. Pero I would always tell everyone na I started from the
No limit.
pinaka-basic. As in, pumipila pa ako sa branch, nag-fill out ng form. Back then, there's no digital
Yeah.
Pipila ka talaga. And if you work in an office like Ortigas, parang palengke yung branches doon. Kasi every day, puno. Talagang your lunch break is pila.
Yeah.
Hindi na kumakain
You waste,
Hindi ka naman pwede kumain
you
sa
waste your
branch.
time paying your credit card. One day.
Yes.
One day.
Yes, diba? That's why. So that's how it is. So, and last but not the least, I do like to read pa rin the promos. Even how much we hate the messages from the banks,
Yeah.
the emails,
Oh shit.
the Vibers.
Hindi ko pinapansin yung Jax. Dapat ba pansinin ko siya?
Ginabasa ko pa rin siya. Kasi you will find the gems in there. But, eto lang yan. If you're tamad, don't worry. In our group, Kaskasan Buddies, we always release the ultimate food guide every first of the month. So that's an Excel sheet
Okay.
with all the 50% off. Kung 40% off yan, hindi namin sinasama sa list. And all credit
I
cards are
love
there.
it.
Oh,
Taas
okay.
ng
Diba?
standards natin, di ba?
Oo,
Kaskasan
para sa mga
Buddies.
tamad. Para
Yes.
at least if you want, I'll send it over. Para sa mga tamad, you have it there. Di ba? Just Excel sheet na yan. Pwede mo siya i-save sa phone mo para every time lalabas kayo ng friends mo, anong credit card meron ka? Click on the tab. Union Bank? Okay, tingnan natin
Yeah.
kung anong Union Bank.
Si Girly is a fan. Sabi niya, yes, I am a member of KK Buddies FB group.
Thank you.
He has a summary of comparison for all travel-related fees for each credit card. Lagi niya ina-update. Very helpful. Yan.
And speaking about cards, there are two people asking,
Sure.
what is the best card for shopping purchases? And then another one's asking, what is the best BPI credit card?
Okay, good. I'll go with the BPI first para at least at the top of mind ko. If you're going for the best, definitely it's your premium card. So BPI Visa Signature, the black one, and the BPI Rewards Platinum naman. Now, these are points earning credit card, meaning you earn points every time you use or you swipe it. See, Visa Signature, what's good about it, it's because a lot of, let's say, their more premium dining, they have specific promos from time to time na specific for Visa Signature holders, the black card. Si Platinum Rewards naman ni BPI, ang kagandahan dito is every time you like to travel, they have a program there where you can turn your flight ticket to 6 months 0% installment.
Oh.
Diba? Basta may minimum na, let's say, if I'm not mistaken, nasa 30,000 pesos siya. But the good thing there is 0% installment, basta plane ticket siya, travel ticket siya, you can turn it into installment. You just have to call the bank. So that's your BPI. And then, that's for points earning.
Yes.
But you also have on the flip side, the cashback cards. Now, we never discussed the cashback yet. Ito yung cashback for everyone listening. It's really more of every time you spend, the rewards is cashback. It's rebates. It gets deducted to your bill. Ganun siya. So the Platinum Amore is one of the best for the cashback credit card naman ni BPI, especially when it comes to dining and shopping. Kasi you get roughly around 4% off or 4% for that specific
Laki
card.
din. Sayang din
Malaki,
yun.
diba?
That's
Oh.
up. Yeah.
Now, for shopping. Okay, shopping, medyo 50-50 yan. I believe na if you like to shop, let's say you need to ask the question then. I need to ask the question then na ano bang rewards ang gusto mong makuha? Kasi diba, I think if I'll ask you three, what ticks you the most? Is it earning points or is it earning cashback?
Oh, points.
Points.
For me, only
Points.
because I like to travel.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for me to maximize, I guess if I'm looking at what I spend and how much I travel, sa travel na ako focused.
Okay. So points. Then ikaw.
Points also. Yes.
Yeah,
Points.
we're on the points.
But parang marami sa playback ang cashback.
Yes. So that's why. Kaya parang inano ko siya eh. It depends on the person eh.
Yeah.
Like tayong apat here, we're all at points. What takes us are points. When we see cashback, okay, nice. Pero it doesn't spark joy.
Yes.
Diba? Parang for me, it's that eh. So, the first question there dapat is like, gusto mo ba cashback or gusto mo ba points? Diba? Now, if I believe cashback kasi yung gusto ng marami dito. One of the biggest cashback that you can get na card here is the East West Visa Platinum credit card. It gives as high as 8.88% cashback for department stores, dining, fast food, food deliveries, travel. So 8.88%, di ba isipin mo, every 100 pesos mo, meron kang 88 pesos. Di ba? Nabalik ka agad siya that you can use for your next bill. That's one, the East West one. Now, other credit cards na cashback specifically is also you can look into Security Bank has a cashback credit card for they call it the pati ako nawawala na. They have a cashback credit card. Security Bank just has this one. It's silver. It gives you, let's say, a 1% cashback as well for shopping. Now, on the other hand, you also have BPI pa rin. So BPI, you have 1% cashback also on the Amore Platinum credit card. Diba? That's like still, whenever it comes to shopping, online shopping, that's still good. Then you have the HSBC Live. It gives you 5% cashback for your shopping and entertainment.
Fairness sa 5%.
Para padalian natin buhay sa lahat ng nanonood. East West Visa Platinum, HSBC Live Plus or Live Plus, those are one of your top and the parang pinakamataas when it comes to shopping, department store spend. So those are your two. The rest naman are cashback credit cards like what I said, diba si Security Bank, sila BPI. This one kasi is they have cashback for shopping pero mas malaki yung cashback nila for other items.
Okay. Someone's asking, if you're in the blacklist, does it get erased as time passed by?
Sabi nila, syempre I don't wanna confirm or deny, but what I've heard, it does.
10 years?
Some loans
Talaga?
di ba some utang gets written off after a long time.
10 years. Di ba 10 years yun? Jax?
Narinig ko 7 years.
Okay.
May narinig akong 7.
Lapit na, Tones.
So it
Alam
does
ko.
naman. But
but
I think even if it gets written off,
I know.
the problem is na your loan might be written off, but your name usually stays. Kaya nga,
Tama.
diba the challenge here is I'm sure you have a friend of a friend. Yung nangyayari is alam mo na hindi ako nakabayad ng credit card ko kasi nagpakaskas ako sa friend ko.
Yan.
Yes.
Yung friend ko na ex-friend ko,
Yan.
hindi ako binayaran.
Yan.
Kaya hindi ko din mabayaran to.
yeah,
those
so,
are the
may
typical
nanonood
stories.
ngayon.
Ito, Hoy,
Yeah,
Hoy,
ayan.
Hoy Takbo. I feel so nervous, Jax. My friend owes me a lot dahil medical expenses ng dad niya and starting a business. Pero grabe ang delays sa pagbayad. To the point na umabot sa delays sa pag-release ng lump sum of his father's medical expenses, which I fear na umabot sa lagpas ng due date. Takot rin kasi ako sa penalties and I always pay until it's fully paid.
Yes.
And now he's put to the point where 2 days before the first due date on Friday, he's feeling anxious. So, is there any tips? I guess he wants tips on how he could fix this credit line.
Situation.
Saka, ang hirap niya.
Inutang niya sa bank loan.
Sa bank, di ba?
Tapos syempre, ang hirap singilin, di ba? Daddy niya yan, na may sakit. Oh no!
It's not like you say,
I know.
"Uy, pay me back."
Heartless, naging datingan. Pero you have to eh.
You have to, totoo. And I think, kaya nga lagi ko sinasabihan lahat ng mga tao, I remind them, please, huwag kayo magpakaskas ng credit card nyo. Because at the end of the day, remember that whatever name is written on that card, siya yung hahabulin ng bank. Siya yung may utang yan. Kahit nasabihin mo kasi, di ba, tawagan ko yung hotline, tawagan ko yung bangko, sabi ko, hindi kasi ako binayaran ng kaibigan ko eh. The bank will always say na parang, that's not our problem. Diba? That's your problem. Kasi
Sinabi ko nga yun
ginagamit.
sa customer care na ang ganda niya kasi kinaskas ko eh. Hindi na ako sinasagot, hindi na ako nag-reply.
Hindi ka naman pakaskas, pakang...
King.
Ang hirap. Kaya, Jax, nadala na ako. Dati, puro kaskas ako eh. Ngayon,
ano na lang?
Diba?
Hindi
Hindi
na.
But that's the thing eh. The first thing, hindi mo talaga siya dapat, I know it's hard, but, diba, if you wanna help, ito nga eh, I always say, if you wanna help, think of it like giving a handout na lang. Parang, diba, if you want to
Money
help that
gone.
person,
Money gone.
money
Consider
gone
it money
siya.
gone.
Yes, money gone, di ba? Parang, okay, parang tulong man lang siya. But, now,
Let
I
me
know
call
na
her.
after-
Let me call.
Ay, sige, ganda talaga.
Ngayon na, tawagan mo yan.
Tulong mo
Tawagan
to
na, diba?
ah.
But
On air natin siya.
Gago.
now that very anxious nga, di ba? Yung guy, I think you just have to remind the person to pay. Kasi remember that at the end of the day, what happens with that card will be on his name. And the second thing is, remember that our interest rate in the Philippines is at 3% for most credit cards.
Yes.
So think of, to compute it very easily nga like you sabi, just think na buong utang mo, 3% yan, that's how much you're going to pay. More or less. Diba? Buo yan. Remember that even if you pay, diba, let's say 100,000 utang mo, you pay, let's say, 99,999.99. Pero may 0.01 cent ka na utang sa bank for that due date. The interest gets computed from the time that you swipe the item, up until you're cut off. Hindi kasi siya yung parang, di ba, you feel na, 0.01 na lang yung utang ko. Baka yung interest ko, kinocompute niya from the 0.01.
No, it's
Diba
not
the
like
bank
that.
has their own formula na A and B siya eh. Think of it like A and B. The whole A is computed from the total utang mo and the B is from the remaining balance mo. So kaya parang people get shocked na bakit ang laki pa rin ng utang ko kahit piso na lang yung natitira kong nabayaran. It's because they compute it on a daily basis. You have the A portion which gets computed on the total amount that is due for that specific cutoff. And the remaining balance na hindi mo nabayaran is the second part of the equation. So that's why it's still big. It will be big. Kaya doon napapasok yung tao na, ay, akala ko piso na lang siya. Hindi po siya ganoon. Kaya I always say, it's roughly 3%. Kung magkano man yan, kahit piso ng utang mo, roughly 3% yan. Kulang-kulang. Yun yung interest mo.
Now, for people that they know that they can't control themselves, would you recommend? Because I know, like, say, GoTime, I know Maya, they have like their debit cards. Would you go that route so that at least there's money in the bank talaga?
Okay. I love it. For me, I love the digital bank era natin now. So if you still don't have a digital bank, you definitely have to open a digital bank because they give high interest. Diba? So parang pwede mo patulugin yung pera mo. I'm sure we all have our traditional banks. Diba? We grew up in an age where traditional banks lang talaga noon. Remember that the traditional bank gives us interest of 0.0625%.
Wala.
But a digital bank gives you, let's say, average na sa 4%. And they pay the interest out daily pa. So, diba parang walang talo sa atin yan. So, I always say, go out, open. Make sure that you have that first. Okay, next. When it comes to those cards, like the Maya, the GCash, diba, these are still a debit card. I personally would always say na, okay, if you wanna spend, I would use a credit card. Why? If, for example, na-fraud ka sa card mo, a credit card, di ba, what happens there is, okay, i-report ko siya, basta hindi ko nabigay yung one-time PIN ko, hindi nanakaw yung card ko, the bank will do all its best to look for the transaction, and usually, basta hindi mo nga binigay yung PIN, they will waive that charge. On the flip side, your debit card, remember, it gets deducted right away from your bank account. So, if you have problems with those, let's say, accounts mo, mas matagal yung proseso.
Real time kasi yung transaction eh.
Real time kasi, di ba? And nakita mo na wala na kayong pera sa bank account mo. So parang, oh no, na-scam. Di ba? If it's a scam transaction, di ba nawala na yung pera mo?
Yes.
Unlike credit card, at least the bank is doing their job there. Di ba? May peace of mind ka. You don't need to pay for it muna. Unlike your debit card na, what if may kailangan kang bilhin? Nabawasan ka agad siya. But, a debit card naman is good. I would still recommend it. That's why I was saying the GCash card, the C-Bank card when you're traveling abroad. Because they give good rates. So if you're not using it, diba, make sure that you lock the card na lang. The same way with your credit card. Lock it. Kasi they give the best rates when traveling abroad. Pero locally, if kaya mo mag-credit card spend tayo because of the points pa rin.
Yun.
Speaking of, since you mentioned digital banks,
Yes.
obviously there are different interest rates for different banks. And a lot of people are still not as confident. Which ones are the best ones? I know there's one for like 8%. I remember seeing one of your videos, may 8% I forget the name, but
Okay.
how much confidence should our viewers have when it comes to depositing in a digital bank?
Okay. I do push for digital bank because I really love how everything is digital, number one. But
accessibility.
because of the interest rate. Accessibility talaga siya eh. It's more, pero more of the interest rate that they give. Kasi di ba parang, if you put it, let's say, in your traditional bank, di ba, we don't name this, ang baba ng interest. Di ba, every time we look into our passbook, ang luma ng sample ng passbook, but I'll still use it. Yung passbook, di ba, parang yung, ang laki ng pera mo, pero ang liit ng,
Yes.
ang liit ng interest. Di ba, every time eh. But let's say, when you go to a digital bank, ang taas ng interest mo right away. And what did you do? You just changed where you put your money. Diba? But now, the confidence for digital bank, recently, this year lang naman, diba, our PDIC or the Depositor Insurance Commission, they raised the insurance per depositor from 500,000 to 1 million peso na.
Yes.
Per depositor, per bank pa siya. So, di ba, as long as the digital bank, number one, has a license, PDIC insured rin siya, BSP backed naman, may lisensya siya doon, you can put as much as 1 million pesos. Kasi alam mo, kung knock on wood magsara yun, the PDIC will be able to return that money to you naman. But syempre, again, I know that a lot of people doesn't like yet the digital because sabi na, hala, baka ma-hack ako, baka, ang daming nasa scam. I always believe that it's always two-side, diba? You as a consumer, you still have to make sure that you protect your account, password mo, username mo, one-time PIN, diba? That's your duty as a person, diba? The bank naman do have their system back end, pero I always say na it's a push and pull, and a lot of the news kasi that we hear, the haunted story, horror stories. Diba? If they do the investigation, most often than not, diba, yung nawawalan ng pera, it's because, nabigay daw yung one-time pin.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Na, diba, na dugo-dugo gang. Meron pa bang dugo-dugo gang yan. But diba, it's always,
Human
dito
error.
Human error. Kaya nga sabi ko, if you don't know the person, wag kayong sasagot na lang, wag kayong magka-click ng links, don't also give out your private information. Masyado tayong mapagbigay. You have to leave those private information for
Ang ganda ng photo niya sa Bumble kasi, Jax eh. So,
Ayan kasi. Kaya,
sabi niya, click the
basta
link.
don't send money.
Sabi niya,
Ganun lang.
click the link lang. So I click the link.
To see
Yun.
more.
Okay.
Naubos yung account ko?
You can
Grabe.
click the link, but don't input your details. O, ganun na lang. Click the link. Sabihin mo lang sa kanya, you said click the link lang. O, diba? Don't input your details.
Yeah, I think, speaking of the scams, we tend to just look at the website instead of the URL. Eh. And if you look at the URL, that's when you'll see that,
May ba?
Doon mo makikita
Bakit may-
yung discrepancy.
oh, the
Instead of
Bakit
a,
wrong spelling to?
wrong, exactly.
or instead of a O, it's a 0.
Yeah. So you really have to look at the URL.
The URL.
So-
But also, they're so good right now eh. Even the website kasi looks sobrang...
Oh yeah,
Yes, ang ganda naman talaga.
ang ganda.
Like, even ang uso na is the spoofing, SMS spoofing.
Yes.
Diba?
Yeah.
Diba parang from Globe daw to or from Smart.
Yeah.
The thing there is, syempre I have a background in telco. The thing there is, you can buy those machines where they spoof the sender. And then per area siya. They can send it na feeling mo, from Globe daw tong message na to. Click the link. And then tayo naman, being
Trusting.
Asian rin, di ba? Hindi rin siya trusting yung parang, oh my God, meron daw ako 5,000 points. Tapos 99
Yeah,
pesos
yeah,
na
yeah.
lang. I get, di ba? We always want the good deal. Pero di ba, like, a reminder here is, if it's too good to be true,
Probably is.
probably is. Di ba? Iwas na tayo. Huwag na natin siyang pag-isipan. Ganun. Parang iwas na.
So what are, for those starting out, what are some digibanks that we can start
Okay,
off
digibanks.
with?
Let's go with digibanks.
What can
Okay.
let's say I want to start a digibank. I want to invest in my money and I want to put aside this digibank I will not use for any transaction. Ano lang, deposit lang kasi
Deposit.
mataas yung interest rate.
Yes. Now, for digital banks, I don't usually go blinded with a lot of, let's say, your high interest. I know pang-akit siya. But I also like to balance it with maganda ba yung app? Maganda ba yung user experience niya? Is it something that you see yourself using?
Okay.
Kasi diba, a lot of the time, you think, okay, ang ganda nga nitong bank na to. But I had the bad experience back then na, I opened kasi I try everything out. Pero what happens is, apparently, they were selling your data to those companies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Siyempre, I won't name names na here for this example lang.
Pwede mo
But
i-text kay
yeah,
Tony para alam namin.
Pero kasi diba nakakainis siya. na parang every morning, 8 a.m., I'm not a morning person anymore.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about. I know who.
Yes. Nakakainis yung tatawag ka tapos biglang magpapautang sa'yo ng 25,000 pesos. Hindi ko kailangan 25,000. So, iba-iba pa. Per 30 minutes, may tumatawag. So parang, nakakabuisip. Sabi ko, ano ba to? So, that's why sabi ko, you have to be careful. Now, one of my favorites out there, Ren, Maya does give a high interest. I recommend. I do believe Maya does give high interest. Ang problem with Maya, you do have a lot of challenges lang. So parang yun yung mga problems mo with Maya na, you have this challenge, you have to swipe, you have to use the card, you need to load. So,
Literal challenges. Okay, parang
Literal
Amazing Race.
challenges.
Okay.
Correct. But they give as high as paminsan 12%, 13%.
Oh, that's crazy.
high.
Solid.
That's crazy.
Wild.
One of my favorite out there will still be Cbank because of the ease of use. So Cbank is the orange, parang orange app rin siya. They have the card that I was talking about earlier for international use. Maganda rin siya. So Cbank gives as high as 4.5%. So that's not bad. Next, you have CIMB. CIMB,
Yun.
you can open it sa GCash mo lang, sa GSave portion. Pag may promo sila, paminsan it goes as high as 15% as well.
Yun na nakita ko sa when I was doing my research, CIMB.
Yes, CIMB,
Ang daming
no?
OFWs
Yes.
nagtatanong, CIMB. And I was like, okay, bakit kaya ang daming nagano? And it was because there are certain times within the year that they have a promo. So you have to grab it and then it ends. So
It ends, yes.
you have to wait talaga.
Ang kagandahan doon kasi, I like the promo rin in a sense na, it always asks you to top up eh.
Yeah.
Parang kailangan mo mag-add.
Yeah.
Diba? So parang ikaw, somebody that wants to save, diba? You need to keep on adding.
Yeah.
And it serves as your, let's say, emergency fund or even your retirement fund. At least tumutubo siya ng interest na mataas. So, yung mga top threes, I think those are the good. Then you also have the time deposits. You have Uno, usually it's a 6.5. Salmon is really...
That's the brand new one from Laguna, right? The rural
Salmon
bank.
yung Laguna, yes. May Salmon din, di ba? Parang rural bank siya. Salmon is time deposit. It gives as high as 8.88% if you lock your money for 1 year. The challenge lang with Salmon is they're not fully digital. So if you do want to open an account, may pupunta sa yung account manager para mag-sign ng mga documents.
They have
Pero pupuntahan
pop-ups.
ka.
Maraming pop-ups yan sa mga mall.
Yes.
Sa mall.
Maraming pop-ups, yes.
Dami. Sir,
So,
baka gusto mo mag-sign up.
What do you want? And you have one more, GoTime. They also have a card.
I love
So
GoTime, by the way.
GoTime, di ba? If you love the Robinsons Group, I think yung groceries, marketplace, GoTime is one debit card that they have, di ba, libre siya. Mataas rin naman yung interest that they give, roughly as high as 3.5 to 4% siya. Then you also earn a lot of points if you like booking with Cebu Pacific, with buying groceries at Robinson department stores.
Buy toys at
so
Toys
that's
R
also a
Us.
good digital bank to have. You can put your money there.
Okay, speaking about digital banks, is because someone here was asking, is it okay to use the digital bank certificate
For Visa.
to apply for Visa
Yes.
as opposed to using a traditional bank cert?
No problem. So I use my digital bank to apply for a Japanese visa. So yes, relatively easy. So walang problema yan. Kasi it is a bank, it is still your bank naman. And what's nice about it, it's free, number one. Hindi ka na pupunta sa branch to request.
Okay.
Usually 100 pesos yun, di ba? This is free and it's legit. Pwede.
Yun. So it's easy. Easy come, easy go.
Dami ko natutunan.
Oh,
Sobra.
now also in digital banks is because like you mentioned about G Invest, like you know there are a lot of options to invest, like also like in crypto, stuff like that. Do you recommend people trying to make their money grow make their money
Okay.
work for them to do those things?
Okay. For me, yes, still. I do believe na, oo, parang you always balance it out. If you already have your emergency fund, you can now start to dabble on investing. So G-Invest, let's say in GCash, you have mutual funds there or UITF. Then you can also buy stocks. So Philippine stocks, pwede kayo bumili doon. Now for funds, personally, what I do invest in, this is not financial advice for everyone out there. I like to follow the S&P 500, the Standard & Poor 500, like the top 100 companies abroad in the US, diba? We usually hear about, the S&P 500 is the best benchmark out there. Usually, it's like 10% growth yan from whatever benchmark, diba? So, in the Philippines, I know that it's harder for us to invest in foreign stocks, let's say foreign funds. We have it, let's say in G stocks or in G Invest, meron tayong mutual fund specifically that follows the S&P 500. We have it there. So it's as low as 1,000 peso for foreign funds. Then, di ba, at least this one, kahit papaano, they also mimic the growth of the S&P 500. But it's, like I always say, mas abot kaya siya for Filipinos.
Yeah.
If you want to start with a fund in the Philippines, sa G Funds, BPI has it, BDO, Metrobank, they all have it for as low as 1,000 pesos yun, especially for those foreign funds. But you also do have local funds here for as low as 50 pesos din. They invest in, let's say, the companies in the Philippines, diba? Let's say your top 100, top 50 local companies in the Philippines, we have a fund there. And I don't want to say it's not high risk, but let's say nasa moderate risk pa rin naman siya. But unlike you buying the stock, at least the mutual fund must diversify, di ba? You invest in a lot of different companies.
There's just more of a safety.
Safety, right?
It's
Diba?
more,
And-
it's more safer because it's more spread out.
Correct.
Yun lang, the returns aren't as big, but at least pag maksak siya, hindi mabigat.
Yes. I agree.
Speaking of investment, obviously people here, we live day to day. We don't normally save for a rainy day. What's your tip in terms of percentage on your income, and what funds do you have in terms of your income? How have you divided it from emergency fund to
Yes.
expense fund to party fund to I guess
Chicks Fund.
Chicks Fund.
Fun. Okay.
So I mean, there should be at least 5, tama ba? Yun, emergency, day to day,
Correct.
savings, and yun, play fund and investment.
Correct.
And mga investing fund.
Okay. I like to simplify it. I always like the golden rule of 3 pa rin. For whenever somebody asks na parang, what's the best way? I don't want to say there's one best way to
Okay.
budget. But I like to always put my budget into 3 things lang naman. Very simple. You have 50%, diba? It's the 50-30-20 rule. I'm sure everyone, sawang-sawa na sila marinig yan. But for me kasi, it still works eh. There's just 3 things that you need to think of. 50% is for all of your needs. So lahat yan, kuryente mo, tubig mo, your rent, whatever you need to live will always be on your needs. Diba? That's 50% of your total income kaagad.
Grabe, 50%.
50.
Ubus na.
Diba?
Paano yun?
Sweldo natin dito sa Magic, 15K.
Oh,
Shucks.
ubus na. Paano na yun?
Diba? So parang yun muna, parang for your needs. But later, I'll have something naman para at least to make it work, diba? Then you have your 30%, the second point, is 30% for your wants. So this is basically your
luho.
play fund, whatever you want to put. Diba? You have to also, parang siyang self-love fund mo rin. Diba? You
Yeah.
need to care for yourself rin. Diba? So you have the 30%.
Ang laki ng
And then the
self-care fund mo, ha? 30%.
Yeah, take care.
Meron ka nun. Then the last is your 20%. This is where your emergency fund ba yan? Uunahin mo emergency fund mo, put it on your emergency fund first, savings, or your investment. Can divvy it up, pero dapat may 3 portions lang. 50 for your needs talaga, 30 for your wants, lahat sa'yo yan. And then the 20% for your savings or your investing. Now, parang the hardest part will always be diba, a lot of people will always say, paano ba natin siya, how will we make it work?
Yes.
Diba?
How?
Ubus. Monthly expenses pa lang.
Expenses.
Ubus
Ubus,
na,
diba?
Jax. Paano na ako?
Oo. How do you really make it work?
Pautang naman.
No, but the thing here kasi is, eto siya eh. This is a very hard topic eh. Let's be honest here. But the first thing that you have to always do is you have to go down, sit down, list down all of your expense. I hate doing it also. As in, I've never asked a person that likes doing budget. I have never met a person na favorite niya. There are some, maybe 0.001%. Pero yung, oh my God, I love to track my expenses. May ilan, yes, fine. But a lot of us doesn't like to do it. Even ako, I to be honest, I hate doing the budgeting, tracking lahat ng mga yun. But we have to do it eh. Because you don't know where all your money goes in. Diba? Pag pumasok siya, okay, where does it go? The question there is, where does it go? You don't know where the 1 peso went. And I'm guilty. Nung bata din naman ako, the same way. When I was earning my money, diba, I'm the type na, mukhang may pera pa naman ako sa bank account, from my payroll account, kaya ko pa yan bilhin. Diba? We're always
That's
like
right.
Diba?
Or you say, papasok na next week yung sweldo, sige, kaya ko na to. I can buy
diba?
this.
Or sometimes, ika-credit card mo kasi alam mo papasok
That's
yung
right.
next.
That's right.
But
Exactly.
that's not the right way of doing it, diba? So that's why you have to sit down, list it first. I know it's a tedious process, list it down. And I actually heard something. Like, parang recently, I love this finance guru from the States, si Remit Sethi. He said, like what you were saying na kanina, Tony, na parang siya yung tipong what you have to do is you spend on things that you love or makes you happy. But you save or be sobrang kuripot on the things that doesn't make you happy. Diba? Which is, sobrang ganda niya, diba?
That's
Parang,
it.
oh nga, this works, right?
That's it. If you do that and you practice that,
Correct.
makakaipon ka eh.
Yes. Oo. Di ba? And it's not like the thing na parang, and hindi siya yung, kasi I don't believe rin na pagkait mo yung sarili mo with everything nice in the world. No, you have to, you know, you're earning money, you have to enjoy the little things. But I don't believe that you can enjoy everything that you want.
Yeah.
Di ba? It's like, when I travel, I like to stay in nice hotels. I stay in one night in a nice hotel, but the rest of my trip is more of like the 3 stars, the 2 stars, the 4 stars. Affordable, but at least I still enjoy. Nag-splurge ako a little. Yes, it's budgeted pa rin naman, but at least na-balance ko yung pera. Hindi siya yung parang, hindi siya pwede lahat na I want everything. If you're the richest person in the world, go. But the thing is, most of us are not.
Yeah.
So, you have to balance it out rin. So, we save on the things that really doesn't make us happy, that doesn't create value for us, but we spend naman on the things that we feel and that makes us happy because, di ba, we get inspired to do more things and then
I think the practice,
that way we earn.
tama ka. I think the practice is budgeting. Lahat tayo ayaw mag-budget.
Yes.
And I think that really only happens when you're really put to a test. But other than that, hindi ka mag-budget talaga eh. Because it's so, you know, writing down your monthly expenses. Ay, gumastos ako ng ganito, groceries. And then, bumili ako ng Starbucks. You know what I mean? Those are things that you don't want to, that's money out. Why would you want to put that down on paper? But it's so important to have a budget at least, or at least set a budget. If not writing down your expenses, but it helps so much knowing where, okay, my accountant sends me everything each month. So I know how much to pay or how much I've spent each month eh. Na, oh shoot, okay. Nag-over ako sa food. Oh wow, my gas expense was well, no, not really. But
You're sponsored.
but I mean, all of those items I see,
Correct.
I check. Kine-check ko. And when I think it's too high, next month babawi ako. Okay.
Yeah.
Hindi na ako kakain ng sa labas. I'm IF. Mag-IF na lang ako. Oh man, 1 meal a day
To save, di ba? Ganun.
to save for something that I want to invest in or something that I want to buy.
Yeah.
It's konting sacrifice. You have to learn how to do it. If you don't practice that, you're gonna always swipe or you're always just gonna whatever. If you have cash, gastos agad. It's a discipline that has to be practiced.
And it's also like more of, di ba usually, syempre, like maybe a lot of person, like ako rin naman, like grew up, di ba? I do have my insecurities rin. And sometimes when you spend money, you feel, it kind of band-aids the insecurities.
Yeah.
Di ba? Or parang, when you're going out with friends, gusto mo to show off, you know, the typical na, gusto ko maging pagod shot ako dito sa mga friends ko. But at the end of the day, di ba, when you realize it slowly and when you do the budgeting, you do realize na, am I doing it for myself or am I doing it for other people?
Yeah.
And that's when you realize and hits you na parang, baka nga, there's something wrong. So that's why budgeting is important even if it's so painful.
Rafi has a question. He was
Sure.
trying to call earlier, but he says, will it be affected if first-time application and credit card, you have an outstanding personal loan sa SSS?
Okay. Basta nababayaran mo dapat yung SSS mo on time, that doesn't really negatively impact it. So yes, rest assured, wala naman siya. So basta lang huwag kang hindi nagbabayad.
Let's see. Rage is asking regarding crypto. I pulled out all my money when eToro was here and then it went away. Do you suggest any other platforms for crypto?
Okay. I don't tackle crypto, so I'm sorry, but I do not tackle crypto. But I will always-
Pogo. You tackle Pogo ba?
Si Tones meron alam.
Gusto ko Pogo eh. Yun ang gusto kong business eh.
Diba?
Parang lahat yung mayaman sa Pogo.
Pogo.
Grabe yun. Grabe naman.
Yeah.
Totoo, mukha naman talaga, di ba? Totoo.
Jax, ikaw yung mag-ano. Ako ang mag-invest, ikaw ang mag-head.
Bawal.
Bad yan!
Bad yan.
That's
one thing
bad.
That's bad. That's one thing na... Hindi, sasagutin ko muna si crypto.
Okay, si crypto.
I don't talk about crypto, so I'm sorry. But if ever you do want crypto platforms, find one that has a license in the Philippines. Yun yung lagi ko
Okay, that's solid advice.
something that you have to always make your due diligence muna. May lisensya ba siya? Kasi if wala, lagi tayong mahirapan. And that's the time where we will watch these stories on TV na naman, na nagpapatulong sa NBI.
No rug.
Papatulfo.
Natulfo. Kasi nga, di ba, always make sure na may lisensya. Pag walang lisensya,
Wala kang habol.
I'm curious, Jax. Nag-invest ka na ba sa yung mga online finance, yung mga too good to be true?
Parang he's too smart for that, Tones.
Ay, no not rin naman. That's why, rin naman ako. Mabait ako eh. Paminsan nga nagpautang na ako eh. Kahit na tinakasan ako parang well. Kaya I now know, bawal tayo magpautang sa tao. Kasi nga, di ba, it's like, it usually ends up na either scammer pala yung tao or whatever.
But those are the best lessons. Kasi
Yes.
when you're younger, it's easier rather than when you're older. Kasi you have more money. Sana you, that's why I'm thinking is when you're younger, you don't have as much. So whatever you lend out, malaki na yun eh. As opposed to when you've been working for years, you've saved up, and someone asks you, "Oy, invest ka dito sa business ko," and you think it's going to be a great opportunity, and next thing you know, it's gone. You know,
That's why it always goes back to kung too good to be true, guys.
Yeah. That's the reason why we asked you to guest on the show. We have a business, Jackson.
Parang okay to.
Ilan yung return? Ilang percent
ano
yung
lang,
return? Ganun, di ba?
25%.
But,
Diba?
as long as you're open-minded, okay to.
Oh, di ba?
In
Mga
three-
ganun, di ba?
in 3 days.
ROA ka in 3 days, Jax? Saan
Oh,
ka
di
pa?
ba? Yung mga ganun, di ba? Tapos yung ROI on the 3 days, totoo, di ba? Yun yung nangyayari, di ba?
Totoo. They give you your money. Yan.
Bibigay
They'll
mo na.
hook you. Oo.
They'll hook you, di ba? And afterwards, bibigay ka naman ng more. Tapos, tatawag ka naman ng iba mong kumare, kumpare. Tapos afterwards, magagalit sa'yo.
Join
Diba,
na.
that's the usual story. Kasi di ba, parang, naku, please. Di ba? I mean, I know that, di ba, a lot of people might hate the funds, might hate the stocks, might hate the time deposit. It's quite slow. But it depends per person, depending on your risk appetite. Kung gusto mo talaga doon sa medyo scammy na business opportunities, I have nothing against it, di ba?
Yeah.
But
I have a list here of the scammers.
Sige, go. Sino sila, Tones?
Name
Diba?
names.
Drop the app.
Name names. Pero, di ba, that's the challenge with it. Please, like, let's try to avoid it. And last but not the least, I have nothing against naman the companies that goes to e-games. But, again, guys, pag hindi nyo binudget yung pang e-games nyo,
Yes.
Be responsible.
I think, yes,
Yeah.
be responsible pa rin tayo. Like, it's hard, di ba? Syempre, they will always hook you. It's the same way with investment. It will always hook you dun sa una. So, yes, alam kong mahirap ang buhay, pero mas mahirap pag lulon sa utang. Mas mahirap talaga. Di ba? It nakakatanda.
Egyptian King is asking, how long do you think the high interest will stay? Is it always going to be there, or do you think there'll be like a dip where it's not going to be high?
If you notice now, it went on a dip compared to, let's say, 2 years ago. Kasi dati, it's all at 6%. The standard back then was like 6%. So right now, nag-dip na siya. I feel, di ba? I feel na it might play around nasa 3 to 4%. I think standard na siya. It will be a standard for the digital banks there. Because syempre people always ask, baka scam yan. Hindi naman siya scam because if you think about it, the digital banks, number one, doesn't have branches. They don't have ATMs, mostly. Di ba? They do not have, some of them might not even have physical stores or even branches that you can go into. Diba? So, mababa yung overhead cost nila. Compared to, let's say, your big players.
Madaming
they have your
employees. Yes.
By credit card, ang daming employees. Dami pa nilang pakulo. So, syempre, they have so many costs.
Yeah.
Unlike the
that
digital.
makes so much sense.
Wala. So, it's not a scam. Kasi if it's a scam, wala silang lisensya sa BSP. Wala rin sila dapat PDIC insured. Diba?
That's right.
PDIC insured. So, it's not a scam.
1M ba yung digital banks? PDIC, 1M.
1M, all.
All.
Basta it's PDIC insured, they're all
1M
1M
na.
na now. Yes. So if talagang you want to be less risky, edi hati mo per digital bank, 1M, 1M, 1M mo, maximum mo. Di ba? Para at least,
Yeah.
Nagbibigay ka ng 1M?
Safe.
Yan ba promo mo?
ay hindi, no? Sana. I hope you can.
Ito,
hope you can.
3M ito. We're ready.
Diba, 3M, diba?
Ready and willing.
Sana may bank na mamigay ng 1M. Naku, pati ako pipila, for sure. Kahit one whole day na pila yan.
There was a question. There was an answer pala. The roving MD. Hey, Doc.
Hey.
He said, what about the Pag-ibig MP2?
Okay. Pag-ibig MP2. I also do love Pag-ibig MP2. So
Yes.
Pag-ibig MP2, di ba, every single year from the past how many years, roughly yung dividend niya is at 7%, which is very high.
That's good.
So, as long as Pag-ibig MP2, parang how it's made, for a lot of the viewers, baka, kasi I'm sure napapanood natin yung mga US-based finance gurus who talks about the Roth IRA, 401k. I'm sure we've always heard about it. And we
Yes.
always, sa Pilipinas ba meron tayong ganon? We have something similar, but not really the same. So, think of Pag-ibig MP2 as your Roth IRA and 401k. Parang ganon siya. So, it's actually good for your retirement. Maganda siya for me. I always say na maganda siya pang retirement mo. Think of it this way. All you need is to have a Pag-ibig number. You need to make sure na meron ka. Kung wala, you have to get your Pag-ibig number. You can open a Pag-ibig MP2 naman account. Everything is done online, virtually. You just need to have one ID. You have to have a bank statement or your ITR. And then, yun lang siya. Sobrang simple lang siya. And the minimum deposit is 500 pesos. Diba?
Laki? Ang laki?
Laki. No, hindi naman.
Gago tones. We all
Malaki
know.
siya. Malaki siya, but di ba 500 peso might be big and is big.
Yan ang budget ko for my whole day for meals.
Ay, grabe. No, but di ba for everyone, di ba? 500 pesos is big na medyo masakit rin siya ibigay for, for your future. But it's something that you need to do, di ba?
Yeah.
And when you open it, ang kagandahan dito is it's locked it's locked for 5 years. Diba? But every year, it earns dividends. And then after the 5th year, what happens there is the best way to do it is you close it down and then reopen another MP2. Kasi it can only earn dividends for a maximum of 5 years. So parang pag na 5 years, close, open. Tapos ipasok mo ulit. And this is where the power of compounding interest grows.
Yan. Yan ang
Diba?
gusto ko
Yun, diba?
marinig.
Tutubo at tutubo siya.
Yan.
Then, if you start early, that's why I always say, kung 20 ka pa lang, diba? 21 ka pa lang starting off, maglagay ka na. Be consistent. Kasi when you grow older,
That's right.
malaki yan.
Take away that Starbucks every day.
That daily, yeah.
That bubble tea every day, twice a day. I know some of you.
May
Diba,
nagbabubble tea pa ba?
pwede naman paminsan-minsan. Wag lang, di ba,
Yeah,
every
meron pa,
single
meron pa.
Dami.
Wag lang every single day. Di ba? It's like, sobra
treat
pag
lang.
every day and kung twice a day pa. Di ba, medyo OA na yung twice a day.
Ang daming dyan.
Diba?
It's
It adds up.
Yeah.
it really adds up. Sobra.
Pero from time to time, ako naman, I believe from time to time, you still need to treat yourself. But
What's something that
Bakit
you spend on from time to time na
Yung treat mo.
Yeah.
You allow yourself.
Ayan.
not travel but just on a day, like on every month you'll
Yung
spend
cheap thrills, ganyan.
God, cheap thrills.
food.
Cheap thrills, oh my God, this
Travel?
is not even cheap thrills eh. Feeling ko sometimes from time to time, I do I do put a little budget on, getting a nice cocktail.
Yeah.
Nice.
Diba?
Yeah.
I know a lot of
Yeah.
people will hate it.
Yeah.
Parang, bakit ka mag-spend ng cocktail? Kasi ang mahal-mahal.
That's 500, 550.
That's 500, right?
Yeah.
550.
550.
Gusto mo sa mura.
Right now,
Or,
750 to 559.
Di ba mahal pa rin siya? But, di ba that's why I don't believe na you just save and you don't enjoy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do want, let's say, a good cocktail na kakaiba. Di ba? Experience rin siya. You can splurge from it time to time. For me kasi it's not something na, hindi mo na dapat gawin. You suck out the joy of life. If you
Yeah.
really enjoy it, di ba?
Do you
From
suck
time
the
to
joy
time.
of life? You're sucking the joy.
Oh, di ba?
Si Tony yan. Hili
Pero,
niya yan.
pero Jax, you know what? If you want cocktails, eto, si Tone, siyang
No,
bahala.
Wala.
Siyang bahala. May bago siya, may bago. Soon to open.
Oo, tama. Sagot ka ni Tone. After everything we learned tonight, Tones, he deserves it.
Do you go out ba? I mean, do you go gimmick or you don't? You
From
that's-
time to time. From time to time din, yes.
Okay.
O, diba? So,
I mean, there are people who obviously don't have the budget, but they go out, right? For some reason,
yes.
they're always out and they don't think about saving. They don't think about the future.
Or they look for their good time
YOLO.
friends.
Yeah, YOLO. Dami.
Oh, di ba, like if it's every single day, and then you're not earning, if anak ka ng sobrang yaman na tao, go, di ba, you can go out every single day. But if it's not, di ba, that adds up.
Yeah.
And you could have bought so many things. And
Tama.
nung bata rin naman ako, I bought so many things that napaisip rin ako na, dapat in-invest ko na lang siya. That's why I keep on saying na, enjoy life, but balance it out.
Yeah.
Like what you said, Tony, it's like balancing talaga.
How-
Balancing act.
I know you talk about rates, REITs,
Yes, rates.
and how they're a good investment.
Okay. For ito, REITs naman, guys. So think of it, REITs as more of like, I like to invest in property, but I hate the property side na I need to find yung taga-upa, yung mga maintenance,
Property
nasira
tax.
property tax isa pa,
Dues.
di ba?
Capital
Yes,
gains.
everything, di ba? And it's so annoying Yung parang magpapaayos ka ng aircon, magpapaayos ka ng blind, kung yung renter mo hindi okay.
That's
di ba?
right. Sakit
All of
sa
those-
ulo. Sakit sa ulo.
So think of REITs as more of like, di ba you're buying little funds, di ba? Little like stocks. Think of it like this, that in the Philippines, we have, let's say, Ayalas, we have the
Mega World.
SMDC, you have the Double Dragon, you have a lot of those, diba? So, think of it like buying property, but, diba, unlike property, wala yung things that I hate, the sakit sa ulo. And depending on what REITs you buy, quarterly and usually, they will give you dividends. Depending on the number of stocks or the number of REITs that you were able to buy for that specific company. Diba? So for example, Ayala, diba? They have so many properties, paupa man nila yan, or whatever it is. Diba? So every quarter, they would usually give the dividend out. So ako, if I do have extra money, then okay, bibili ako ng REITs. Then bili ako ng Ayala REITs. And then from every quarter, I would get, a few thousand pesos. Because ang dami kong binili yung mga REITs na yun. And wala akong minamanage na property. But I do invest in property, technically, in that sense.
Yeah.
So it's good you're spread out. So
Spread. I really spread out. Sounds weird.
Yeah,
pero
like how Tony likes his legs.
That's what
diba?
Tony does too.
okay lang mag-spread out. Wadang spread thin. Basta spread
Oo,
out.
diba?
When you're
Just
spreading
get
thin,
spread.
He's responsible.
when you're spreading thin,
Correct.
ako, delikado.
Pero that's how it is. Like, and I love to always say na dabble into those investments that you've tried and that you know. If you don't know it, don't invest yet.
Okay.
Kasi diba, like ako, napapasok ako with investments that I don't really understand. But because nakita ko online during the pandemic, sabi ko, may laro dito if you invest your money in this game and may tagalaro yung game na to.
Si
kikita ka.
Axie.
Diba? Nag-Axie
Nag-Axie ka ba? Nag-Axie ka?
Ay, hindi ako marunong. But because, diba, it's
May
like,
scholar ka.
diba narinig mo from a friend of a friend, ito naman kapatid ko, I have somebody who plays, ganyan. So sabi ko, so lahat kami magkakapatid, sabi ko, sige, maglagay tayo. Hati tayo dun sa isang, I forgot what they call it eh. It's like a something. You need just a minimum spend.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, tatlo naman tayo magkakapatid. Hati ka. Para tayo. And then, true enough, di ba? In 2 weeks, in a month, oh my God, kumita. Nasa ano na siya? 30% up.
Wow.
Yun. And then,
Sarap.
afterwards,
Sarap
wala
ng feeling.
na. Hindi ko na alam kung nasaan na. So right now, parang, it's a funny story namin magkakapatid na parang, nabudol tayo dito. Wala tayo ng pera dito. And it's something that I don't really know. It's just because I keep hearing it.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to go. Kaya sabi ko,
usually,
learn.
usually people, with the influx of everyone doing it, it will rise because everyone is, doing
In
it.
it, yeah.
And
True.
it's you follow the herd without doing due diligence. That's what usually happens.
Exactly. Kaya nga parang sabi ko, if it's like too good to be true, if it's something that you don't really fully understand, don't. Iwasan.
And how can people follow you, Jax, on whether it's online, on YouTube, on I guess
TikTok.
Your socials.
Okay, so my handle is at Jax, JX Reyes _ So that's for TikTok, Instagram, and then on Facebook, YouTube pala, sorry. On Facebook mahaba kasi. So Jax Reyes lang i-search nyo. For sure naman, hopefully now with the algorithm, lalabas ako kahit papaano.
Yeah. And you also have your community, right?
Oh yes, in our Facebook
Yeah.
group. If you want to join, definitely. Kaskasan Buddies. It's free for everyone.
Meron din akong group na ganyan but iba yun.
Kiskisan bodies
Iba
naman
na-
yung sa'yo, Tones.
Tony has a lot of groups.
Diba? A lot of groups.
Kiskisan, kangkangan, yung mga kittens.
Yeah.
Diba?
Kangkangan
Abangan
for
nyo yan.
expats. Sa expats
For
ako
expats.
Mga afam lang ako ang market ko Jax. Baka
Diba?
gusto mo magayom, we can trade. We can
Yeah.
We can, ano,
Anong we can trade? Pinagsasabi mo dyan.
Trade followers.
trade followers.
With followers
No.
now, di ba? I'm sure meron rin.
Parang NBA lang.
Hindi man tayo, ano eh, kalaban eh.
Oh!
Yeah, oo, di ba?
Share lang, share. Parang sharing data lang.
Ano nga gusto mo? Blue Marlon? I have
Ano yun?
Blue Eyes.
Blue eyes.
Ba't Marlon?
That's what we call the
It's,
code
yeah.
name.
Blue Marlon.
When they're there. Yun ang code name ng mga...
Kasi it's so big and it's, beautiful.
So when you're...
Marlon.
So when
Marlon.
Marlin.
Marlin, like the fish. Kala ko Marlon, blue si Marlon.
Marlin, no.
Putik labo.
Marlin.
Okay, Marlin pala. Okay.
Nag-educational portion na kami.
Pagkatabi mo,
Discovery
no?
Channel na
May
dito.
Blue Marlin
Discovery,
dito.
correct.
Parang hindi
Marlin.
parang
Kala
hindi,
ko Blue
ano.
Marlon. What's the Blue
O,
Marlon?
di ba?
Bakit blue si Marlon?
Di ba, tutulungan na rin ako ni DJ Tony. Hahanapan niya daw ako. Para may
Blue
kasama daw ako sa
Marlin.
plane.
Yes! Jax, thanks so much for your
Thanks,
time. We
Jax.
learned so much. Grabe,
Thank
everyone
you
on
so
playback, dami lang natutunan. Dami na ng tanong, nasagot mo lahat.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Galing.
We'll do dinner, Jax. Kasama boys
Go
night out.
game!
And sana you can
Yes.
come back.
With cocktails, not just dinner.
I'm sure marami pang
Yes.
tanong na, marami pang gustong magtanong.
Hindi
Yeah.
natin nasagot.
Oo.
For sure. Yes, let me know.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Jack.
Jax.
Super
Thank you.
thank you. Hope you had fun
Bye-bye.
because we learned so much.
Oh yeah, thank you for all your
Bye.
insight and knowledge.
Of course.
Amazing.
Thank you, Jax. Tulog ka na, gabi na.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Bye!
magsaswipe pa yan eh. Maaga pa eh.
Kakaskas pa yan. Uy, ang dami nating commercial.
Hindi, plugs lang.
Plugs.
We
Okay,
played
okay, okay.
the 10:30.
Oh, we did na.
Yeah,
Okay,
the 9:30 actually. Si Slick.
Nice,
We play.
Good job, good job.
Got you.
We got Chris Brown. This one's called Holy Blindfold. This is Tony.
Slick Rick.
My name is Tin. This is Boys Night Out on The Magic.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
Magic 9.9, today's best music. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you to Jax for
Appreciate it.
educating and
So much.
giving us his wisdom and his expertise when it comes to credit cards, investing in stocks and whatnot. Even though he says it's not financial advice, but he's not very knowledgeable, and you can follow him on his accounts, Jax Reyes. Okay.
Galing niya. And Kaskas Buddies
Oh yeah.
on Facebook. They post tips there.
Yeah. Thank you to Thea, Raf, Enrix, Kaz, the regulars that tune in and stick around for the whole 3 hours of the show. You finally learned something for once.
Yay.
For once.
Katangahan yung show
Some
for
quality.
once.
And it's not from
Quality
us.
knowledge.
Yeah. To Girly, to Rage Against the Machine, thanks for sticking around. Okay. And
The
on
final
that-
word tonight.
Okay, wow.
Go.
Oh, is that Miss Palma?
Si ano,
Is that
Angelo Castro.
Angelo Castro?
I think
Right?
they all had their
They
own.
all even
Final
Yeah,
word
they-
tonight.
what's that Palma? What's her name?
Tina Monzon Palma.
Palma.
Tina
Yeah.
Monzon Palma. That's it. Final word.
Hindi.
No?
It's a dude.
No, but she also had.
Everyone.
She
Talaga?
also
Are you
had.
sure?
Well, she also had tips advice. Like,
No, but those words, kay Angelo Castro yun. It's a final word tonight.
yeah, I think
Kasi
she,
diba the show was called The World
yeah,
Tonight.
the world tonight.
Kaya the final word tonight.
Didn't she also do that show? I think she subbed. No,
I don't know.
I think so. I think.
Maybe
I think.
playback knows.
Yeah, check it out. Tina Monzon Palma.
Tina Monzon
Palma. Yeah.
I can see her face in my brain right
Yeah. She-
Iconic.
Exactly.
Ayan, sabi ni Mick, di ba Tina Monzon Palma was GMA? World Tonight was ABS.
Okay. Oh, interesting. I don't even remember that. I didn't know that she was. I always thought that she was
ABS.
ABS. Okay.
I remember her as like TV5. I don't know.
TV5,
Anyway,
TV5 ba siya?
di ko alam, di ko na masyado maalala. It's a long time ago. Ito na. Think money isn't important? Listen to this. A man without money is a man without a voice. You could be the wisest person in the room, but if your pockets are empty, no one will listen. Family and relatives are only nice when you have something to offer. Get up early, work like hell. Fix your finances because money fights many battles and helps you more than you think.
So, remember 50% of your income is for expenses. 30 is,
Your fund.
and then 20 is,
Ipon. Savings, diba?
is it? I can't remember.
All we
I know
gotta do
expenses.
is just replay it and then we'll remember. But thanks for joining us. We'll catch you again tomorrow. And last song goes out to
Let's give it to Girly because Girly's a big Jax fan.
Yeah,
So
alright.
happy si Girly to.
Yeah, she's actually she follows that KK buddies. Okay.
Thanks everyone.
si Tony Kiskisan.
Kangkangan.
Kangkanan. Kangkangan. Kangkangan. Such a...
Kangkangan! All right, so this has been Slick Rick.
It's Tony. Tomorrow, who do we have? Thursday.
Let's post it. Let's go home and sleep.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not
Midnight.
raining too
It's
hard.
so
Yesterday
Wednesday,
it
right?
was
Kagabi, it was kind of
Super
scary.
hard, yeah.
it
Actually,
was scary.
it stopped at 12.
No,
no,
we
no,
were
no.
driving.
down south.
Oh, south. Yeah, because I went to 12 and then I saw your friend Peter and Nina. Thanks to Nina for stopping by. And then when we got out, 12:31, yeah, the rain stopped. At
Kami
first it was
hindi. Kami
Yeah.
sobrang lakas
South.
pa uwi.
South.
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary levels. Zero visibility levels.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right.
Catch
We're
you
done.
tomorrow.
And my name is Tin Gamboa. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you learned something because we all did. And we are leaving you with the most requested song of the day. Here's Lupang Hinirang on Boys Night Out.
Bye-bye.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and Tin. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.